Hi there, this is Janet Gershon-Siegel, and I'm the Lonely Writer. This is serious social media help for the independent author. The independent author is defined as a writer who does not yet have an agent. All this month I'm doing daily prompts for NaNoWriMo. These prompts are in all sorts of interesting orders, so please feel free to double back, switch them up, skip a few, look at them after December 1st, whatever you like. Go crazy with it. Now, today's prompt is 2 words long, and it's the term pet goat. Now, the truth is I really love goats. I think they're really amusing. They don't really eat tin cans, by the way. They usually are eating the paper on them, or they might be trying to get at something that's inside them. They really don't eat the cans, though. It's not like that. Now, these are, in a lot of ways, they're a little like having chickens as pets. And we kind of demand something from these animals, even if we put them on leashes and call them our pets and, give them nice places to sleep. We still demand food from them. We don't necessarily slaughter either chickens or goats. What we might be doing is taking eggs or milk. So a goat is certainly useful for somebody, even if you don't slaughter them, or you might want to have a goat as a lawnmower, or maybe you breed goats and one of them is just special and this is the one you want to have as, your pet. You give them a name or her name and stuff like that. So what is happening if you, or rather actually your character, makes one into a pet? And what happens when we are using kind of these lower level food animals and we're calling them pets? It's a very different story when a dog is a pet, or a cat, or a turtle, or a gerbil, or a goldfish. Those are all really, really typical. And a horse technically isn't really a pet, but I think we can kind of see that. You get that you can get that vibe, because a pet animal is very different from an animal that we just sort of coexist with. If you work on a farm, on a traditional farm, I don't mean a factory farming, kind of thing, but when I'm, feedlots, I'm talking about like a real live old type farm. You have a lot of animals and you're interacting with them a lot, but they mostly don't have names, because you don't want to get attached to them if you have to slaughter them or sell them. And so to have a pet goat, to convert an animal like this into a pet, is a bit of a different kind of way of thinking and way of behaving. So if we sort of flip this script a little bit, are we thinking of a rural area when we think of somebody who has a pet that is a goat? Because the truth is, I know that there are people who raise chickens, even within city limits. There are definitely sort of these urban chicken farmers who might have a small yard in the back, and they keep a few chickens, and so they can have eggs and whatever. But they're, again, it's usually not, Flora, your pet chicken is usually not something that you kind of bring into your house and pet and try to have a relationship with. But I think that so that's kind of the question here is, has this animal converted over to something that we have more of an affectionate kind of feel for, and where this creature is more endearing to us. Maybe I'm a little rambling here. Maybe this one isn't quite as coherent as a lot of the others. But the concept being here is, again, to try to stretch your imagination, try to think about who would do this and why. So once again, this is Janet Gershon-Siegel, and I'm the Lonely Writer, because an independent writer never has to be alone. Thank you so much for listening, and good luck with NaNoWriMo.